Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm gonna show you how to make future house like Martin Garrix and Brooks, or in other words, how to remake Quantum. Before we get into it, leave a like on this video and a comment really helps out as well, boosting the algorithm and stuff like that. Yeah, so this isn't the most accurate remake that I've made, but the purpose of this video maybe isn't to have made something that sounds exactly the same, but rather using similar sounds and combining them into a full product. Let's say it like that. The intro here it doesn't sound exactly the same. It has the same vibe, but it's not the exact same sound. But let me show you what it is. First off, we have this. And this is a modified Pluck Rain from the Vital Bank Volume 2, I believe. And as usual, all of the sounds that I'm using are from my sound banks and sample packs and stuff like that. And you can find that in the description, as usual. Then we have the Pluck White. And then Pluck the Days. Then we actually have this flex guitar on very low volume. And it sounds like that together. We have a bit of reverb, some OTT, and just 2 EQs. And the other main sound is me playing guitar. Just plugged straight into my Focusrite audio card. Just some EQ and reverb on that. Then we have some drones, bit of white noise, some vinyl crackle. This is a reverse guitar from the guitar that I recorded from this part that I'll show you in a second. And a reverse ambient shot. Then we get into the break. So, the guitar, I think it sounds good. It doesn't sound like the original guitar. It doesn't sound like the original guitar for a variety of reasons, but I think it sounds good nonetheless. It doesn't have that same sort of mid presence and sort of really nice distorted high end. I tried so much to make it sound very similar. You can see I have so many things on here. Couldn't really get it to sound the same, but it sounds good. At least it's the same chords and the exact same playing. I just plugged in my guitar. Very nice, simple chord progression. Very easy to play on guitar. Like if you're a beginner at guitar or whatever, you could probably slice together some nice chords if you want to make your own remake like this, or just make something original, of course. But yeah, there are 2 or 3 layers here. Sounds pretty good in the mix. Not identical to the original, like I said, but at least the playing is the same. We have some little drums here as well. Just random little claps here, a snap, the same drones and everything. We have this as well. It's on very low volume. I thought I removed this, but it's still in here apparently. I think I was trying to find that pluck that's in here. I thought that it was like chords at first, but yeah, it's so low. I would say that this does nothing, but hey, it's there. Alright, so now we get into the good stuff here. Oh, I actually missed this pattern up here. Just a little extra ambience pluck there. So nothing's really new here. We just come in with this. Very simple, very distorted chords. This bass also really low in volume. Some tambourine loops and hi-hat loops. And then, of course, the lead comes in here as well. And we have this lead layer, and then in the drop there's another layer. But for this one that's in the break and the build-up, we have lead harsh 01. Obviously has a bunch of effects and stuff. This is what it sounds like. And then there's the lead tremble. The lead was kind of hard to get exactly right. It's a very, very simple lead in the original. It's pretty much just like a saw wave. I kind of like it the way it sounds in my version a little bit better. But I always make these future house projects like really distorted or really like reverby and stuff. And some people might not like that style, but I really like it. Anyways, that's the lead. And down here, this is actually, I'm really happy with this. This is the little this thing. Sounds really similar in the mix to the original. This is what the pattern looks like, and it is some sort of custom sound here. It's just an init preset. There are 2 saw waves and one little sine wave like this. Just sounds like this without any effects. A little bit of chorus, a little bit of distortion, and some reverb. Then we have all these effects, which make it sound really cool. I have some distortion, OTT, EQ to cut away the lows. Tremolo. I saw Blindsight use all these. I just installed all of their plugins. They're just so useful to have. So I used a little bit of reverb and also the convolution reverb. A little auto pan, then just some filters and stuff. And then I'm automating the volume, the reverb, and the tremolo. So I don't know, it has this really nice panning reverby thing going on. Getting into the build-up. The build-up was a lot of fun. Up top we have these very simple chords. Here's where I started using Serum as well, and you'll see later with the bass. The bass is just so freaking nice. I used the good old Serum bank for that. But anyways, we have a kick and a couple of snares and drop claps and stuff like that. There's also a little bass in here. It's very quiet. It's just to add a little bit of low end to this part. Oh god. So this is the little extra screaming lead thing. It sounds terrible on its own, but this isn't super similar to the original either, but it does the same thing. So this is lead support, which is my favorite lead like ever, without all these goddamn distortion effects and everything. So down sweeps, impacts. There's also this. It's the same thing as before, just had a little bit of a lower volume, and the tremolo and the reverb sort of taken down a bit. And then I tried to replicate there's like a little vocal chop thing. What did I use? I used I'm Alright vocals and some Kashmir Indian. You can barely hear them in my version here, but they actually do something. I mean, without those and without the little this ARP thing, it's very empty. We have this little pre-drop fill here, together with these reverse samples here. So this is that recorded guitar again. Actually sounds pretty good. So now we get to the drop. Sorry if I'm moving too fast. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. But yeah, let's go over the drop. My PC is struggling with this. So we have a double kicks actually. The main kick is this one. Fairly standard sort of kick, very versatile. And then down here, it's just this little, but I have an EQ on there to remove all of the lows. We have some drop claps and some rides. Oh, and super important, we got the classic Kashmir crowd roar. But anyways, here is a little delay automation. That is for the lead. But yeah, we have the same lead layers as before. And then we have these new ones that come in here in the drop. First of all, just an init preset. That is sort of the main sound of the lead. Then we have the lead hard. Super versatile. Such a classic lead. Can't recreate this this in Vital actually. They do their processing so differently. So that's without any effects. But anyways, we have two wave shapers, OTT, Fruity Blood Overdrive, also a very small amount, Vintage Verb. This is sidechained using the Fruity P controller. An EQ to cut away the lows. Then there's another Vintage Verb, another distortion after that, and then a Soothe. But yeah, very harsh, very distorted, very bright. And in contrast to that, we have the bass, which is not very bright at all. God damn, it sounds good though. This is the first layer. And you'll notice that there are a bunch of layers routed to 33, and then there's one of them that's routed to 32. And the 33 ones are sort of the mid basses, so they have the lows cut out of them, and they're also made a little bit wider. Then we have this Vital layer, Bass Angry. And next up we have Bass Back to the Future. And final layer, Bass Fat Hit. This has a little bit of crispy, and the main bass, so to speak, Bass 20, short, gritty, 6. Such a great name. So the main bass over here, just very simple, doesn't have any processing basically. Just some EQs and a Soothe. So yeah, that's the lead and the bass. So yeah, like I said, the sounds aren't like spot on, but at least it sounds very Brooksy, so I'm happy with that. And up here, there are just some simple chords. Those are the only elements in the drop. I actually started on the second part here as well. This little and then these. But yeah, I didn't have time to make more. But yeah, that is my remake of Martin Garrix and Brooks' Quantum. And I'm quite happy with it. I think it sounds pretty good. Pretty good. Of course, if you want to get these sounds and help support the channel, help me make more content like this, then you can head over to mhmusic.com and grab yourself a sound bank or a sample pack or whatever you might want or need. I used all the sound banks for this one. You know what? If you're watching this and you want to get a send and you haven't already, here's 30% off. 30% off a send if you're interested. All the samples in this project are from there, except for the Kashmir roar. But yeah, let's check out the final result. And yeah, that's it. I'm pretty happy with this remake. I had a lot of fun doing it. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more like this and not just making things from scratch videos. Those are a lot of fun, but it's like hit or miss. If I make something bad, and I've just wasted a couple of hours. So this was actually really nice. Regardless, I wish you a great weekend. Also 30% off a send. Very nice. All right, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.